Hello and welcome back to my channel, the place where I help entrepreneurs and business owners dominate their niche without dominating their time. If you're overwhelmed by all the social media platforms and can't decide which is best for your business, then stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a very good idea of which ones are the best for your target audience. I'm going to keep this very simple and very quick and break it down into two categories, one being the business type and the other being the audience, which I'll break down on gender and age. There are over 65 social media platforms. I know how overwhelming it could be, so I'm not going to overwhelm you with all of them, but I'm just going to focus on a few of the top ones for your target audience. In this video, I'll mention 5 or 6 social media platforms. I certainly don't expect you to use 5 or 6 social media platforms, simply because you'll run out of time and you'll get very little done. I recommend you using 2 to 3 social media platforms for your target audience. You could, if you want, use one of them as your home or your base platform and then use other platforms to drive to your home base platform. For example, you could use Instagram teaser videos to drive your traffic to your YouTube channel videos. Also, I want to mention as a side note, the concept of repurposing your existing social media concept, which means converting your videos to audio or podcasts or converting them to blog posts, allows you to market and promote your existing content on other medium platforms without you really doing anything more. So it's definitely advisable that you do that. So if you want to know more on how to repurpose your existing content, click on the little bell. It'll notify you when my upcoming video comes out called Tips on Repurposing Your Existing Social Media Content. Okay, so here we go. Category number 1, business type. With 2.4 billion users, that's 1/3 of the planet's population. Facebook should definitely be used as one of your social media platforms for your business. Definitely put it in your arsenal. However, there is one little caveat. Promoting on Facebook organically is very difficult because they only show your posts to a very small percentage of your followers, maybe 3%. So if finances are an issue, then Facebook paid ads are an excellent way to go. One possible suggestion I can give you with using Facebook is to create a Facebook group for your business. From there, you can drive traffic from the other social media platforms to your Facebook group. That'll allow you to engage with users and really create a very good relationship for your business. Now, if your business is very visual, such as fashion, food, travel, things like that, then there are 3 platforms I would recommend: YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. YouTube is more a search engine than it is a social media platform, and only second, as far as search engines are concerned, behind Google. It's very targeted traffic. People are looking for solutions. They're looking for answers to problems or whatever the case is. They're not just like other social media platforms where they're just aimlessly scrolling through posts and you have to grab their attention. They're looking already. This is why I think this is an ideal platform for any business. Many businesses use YouTube as their base or their main platform because one of the reasons is it has excellent video analytics. You know how many people are coming, how long they're staying for, exactly where they drop off. You can see all this in their analytics. It's excellent. Okay, so another platform to consider using with your visual content would be Instagram. Instagram has currently over 1 billion users. Many businesses use Instagram for teaser videos to drive traffic to their website or their other social media platforms. The reason why they're teaser videos is because Instagram only allows up to 1-minute videos. So they use those for teaser videos. Instagram is also very good for building a very strong personal brand. Next in line for your visual content would be Pinterest. And Pinterest has about 250 million users. Now I'm going to mention here that the uniqueness about Pinterest is that 2/3 of the users are women. So if you have visual content particularly targeted for women, then I would definitely strongly consider Pinterest. Now, if your business type happens to be marketing, finance, or technology, I would definitely strongly recommend LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform with about 575 million users currently. It's perfect if your product or service happens to be business-to-business related, and LinkedIn happens to be much less strict with who sees your posts, giving you and your business much more exposure. Next, if your business is text-based related, then I would seriously take a look at Twitter. Twitter currently has 330 million users, and 24% of the US social media users have a Twitter account. Twitter allows you to post short text messages, about 140 characters, which they call tweets. A tweet lifespan is about 2 hours, so with Twitter, you'll need to post regularly. You can also share videos and pictures, but it's mostly tweets. The good point of this is your tweets are seen by all your users. There's no cutting back on which users see your tweets or not. So Twitter is great if you need to stay in touch with your customers regularly, like for customer service. So before I go into the last category of which platform to use for your target audience, I want to know, are you finding this video useful? If yes, give me a hashtag yes below. If you have any other questions, let me know below also, and I'll personally answer them very quickly. All right? So give me a hashtag yes if you find this useful so far. All right? So here we are in category 2, your target audience. So which platform do you use for your target audience? Now I'm going to break this down just fairly simply, which is men, women, and age group. If your target audience happens to be women, then I would strongly recommend you using Pinterest, because that's about 2/3 of the audience are women. All right, so right behind that is Facebook and Instagram. They're fairly even with women and men. They're probably slightly more leaning towards women for Facebook and Instagram. And if men are your target audience, then I would definitely consider Twitter, because 66%, roughly 2/3 of Twitter, are men. Now, 2 other platforms that are fairly even but sort of lean a little bit towards men are LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay, so now on to age group. So if your age group is, let's say, under 18 years old, then I would definitely recommend Instagram. So if your target audience is a little older, say 18 to 29, then the platforms I would recommend are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. Okay, those are all good platforms for that age group. All right, so going a little older, say 30 to 49 years old, I would probably recommend Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Those are the areas and the platforms that would attract that age crowd. And for the over 50 crowd, I would recommend Facebook and YouTube. We like watching videos. Now you have to take all this information in the context of your product. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if your target audience happens to be generally men, let's say it's, physical workouts, okay? But it's very visual. Even though Twitter has 66% men, I wouldn't recommend Twitter as my main platform because it doesn't really support visual content. You follow? But what I would probably do is use something like YouTube as my base platform, and then post on Twitter and refer them to your YouTube videos and drive the traffic that way. That's what I would do in that situation. So it has to be used properly in the context of your product. All right, if you found this video very useful, give me a hashtag yes below, or put any questions you have below. I will answer them personally. So if you want to hear more from me about this subject, click subscribe and hit the little bell. And lastly, if you want personal help from me, join my Facebook group below and I'd be glad to help. All right, see you guys.